Carry on.
Welcome to Hammer Dahn!
Dad!
#1 sports betting show that films out of this office.
Yes, sir.
We're not going to claim we're better than anyone else, but probably the best show that's only focused on gambling in this office.
Yes, sir.
We'll say that confidently because there's no other ones.
And at least a half-mile radius, probably, too.
Maybe. We are in a building that I believe records shows. I don't know. I am Tone Diggs.
Hi, baby Tone.
That's Bubba Gumpino.
Yes, sir.
Jay, Dynamite dropping.
Hey, baby Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Mitt's back there.
Hello, Tony. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing really good. Doing really good today.
What'd you think of last night's NBA slate?
Tough bounce on the over, not hitting. Got real close, but I don't know. Utah's just really good, I guess. I don't know. Denver can't score.
Utah didn't play last night. You meant the Suns. It's
That's
okay.
what I meant. Sorry.
As we said yesterday on the show, nothing had changed from game 1 to game 2, but we stayed away for some reason, but should have taken the Suns.
Yeah.
Feels like a sweep's coming.
Oh, also, that vicious Denver Nuggets backcourt.
I can't believe the Nuggets lost with that backcourt they got, Tony.
Fucking unbelievable.
You were warned about them.
I was.
I don't know why you didn't listen.
I did tell a caller who called in went over on Campazzo and Rivers. Watch yourself.
Johnny Campazzo.
Watch yourself. Islanders closed out the Bees.
Yeah.
Nice little night for you on the Diamond.
Yes, sir.
Today.
Sox. I mean,
That's all right.
Sox can't beat the Stros.
They're a good ball team.
Yeah.
Tonight, we got VGK and the Avs.
This game should
Go
be
Avs, go.
electric.
Should be a good game.
Yeah.
Who is tonight? Is it Utah or is it Nets and Bucks?
It's both.
Both.
Yeah.
Got a little bit on the Diamond. And we also have the Euros starting tomorrow.
Now we go.
One game tomorrow and then 3 games pretty much every day after that. And you're like, what's the Euros? The Euros is the World Cup, but for all of the European teams.
Gonna do a live watch along tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Turkey
Might
and
be
Italy.
just on Spaces. We'll figure it out.
See if we can get something set up for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't know what the Euros is, it's probably the second biggest soccer tournament in the world.
Absolutely. Close. I mean, CONCACAF Nations League is close.
CAF
But
Nations League is pretty close.
Euro might just nick it. Barely.
Close after that is probably the MLS Bubble Cup that happened last year.
The MLS is back cup. Yeah.
Gump, if
still-
you want to do live on this channel, let me know. We can get that set up for you.
Perfect.
Interesting.
That'll do.
We could watch in here and set up a TV in here, Bill?
We can do it out there, too, on
Okay.
the couches.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Bill.
Fucking book it then.
Book it then. 9 a.m. Italy for the win.
Wait, is it 9 a.m.? I thought it starts at 3 tomorrow.
Is it not 9?
I think it's 3 tomorrow.
No.
It is 3. I did just place my bet.
I thought it was a 9 a.m. start.
No, it's 3 the first day because they wanted prime time in Europe.
God damn it.
Saturday, all the rest of the game. All the rest.
I wanted an early start.
Next Friday,
We
could
got
definitely
opening
do it.
ceremonies.
Next Friday, we could definitely do a 9 a.m.er.
3 it is.
Joining us now on the show, a human that we spoke to before and everybody loved him. One of the best footy handicappers in the entire world, at Seeley _Nigel on Twitter, at Prem Sports Plays. You can subscribe to those as well. Welcome back to Hammer Dahn, Nigel Seeley. Welcome back.
Atta baby Nige.
How are you?
Nigel, you look good.
Oh, it's coming home. Nice tarp, Nigel.
Come on. 3 lines on my shirt. I've tried to grow the beard. It's not going too
It
well.
looks pretty good, actually.
Good.
What do you think?
It's good.
I think it looks really good. Hey, I heard you talking this morning. I was just trying to explain to the people that Euros is the second biggest footy tournament in the world. And what does it mean to the people, the footy fans of Europe?
Well, I think the one thing about the World Cup is that the World Cup has a lot of teams in it who aren't really that good.
Okay.
To be fair, there are a lot of different organisations all around the world, and Asian teams come in it, and some other teams in across the world come into the competition in Asia and in Africa, and they're not really that good. So there's an element of players and teams that aren't really up to the standards. This tournament is full of very competitive. It's full of some of the best nations in the world, and it's not. You don't get many one-sided events. You don't get many one-sided teams. If you look at the betting on it, probably the shortest priced odds you'll see is minus 300, something like that. Mm-hmm. Whereas in a World Cup, you can get teams minus 10, minus 33 to 1 outsiders in football matches. So it's quite a competitive tournament in terms of the players going up against it. Obviously, everyone wants to win the World Cup. The World Cup is everything you want to be the World Cup. But for England, we haven't won anything for so many years, 51 years, that we'll take anything. We'll take the Tug of War Championship. We'll take the World Stellar Drinking Championship. Anything we could be classed world champions in, we'll take it. But for me personally, I mean, it's something that it's a tournament that I have very fond memories of. I'm a very lucky man. I was a journalist, sports journalist on a betting publication in this country. And at 23, I went to the Euro 96 and I watched England get to the semi-finals in that tournament. And I've also been abroad following us in Ukraine. I followed us in France. Mm-hmm. And, it's the whole of the world at the moment is in some kind of bad place, isn't it? We all feel a bit depressed what's going on with COVID. And I think the sunshine in England, you can see the state of my head. I'm all in. So I'm red as a badge here. But the thing is, it's a feel-good factor. And just walking around London yesterday, I was in London yesterday, I was walking around London and people are walking around their England tops. And it's what the country needs, and it's what the whole of Europe needs at the moment. France obviously had their problems, Italy have had their problems. And I feel it's got this sort of happiness, and it's something to look forward to for everybody. And it's a tournament that I think will be great. I don't necessarily think it'll be great on the group stages.
Okay.
But when we get to the knockout stages, I think it'll be awesome.
Okay, with that being said, we're super excited over here. With the group stage, is there, besides there's a lot of large favorites to win the groups, is there anyone that you like to maybe potentially win a group that isn't the favorite?
Do you know what? It's very difficult. I think there's a lot of teams in it. I think Slovakia will struggle. I think Finland will really struggle. There's a lot of teams that I think are destined to finish in the bottom of their group. There's a couple of teams I think may surprise. One of them is Denmark. I think Denmark may surprise. I think, I bet them 3 months ago, 80 to 1, 6 months ago, 80 to 1, something like that. They're now 28 to 1. I think they may surprise in their group. I think that they might give Belgium a couple of games.
Okay.
I think the Ukraine will do well in their group. But the minnows, I don't think will do. And obviously, it's a very weird tournament. I think there's 10 different nations, isn't there? Like all around Europe, where the team's going to play 9 or 10 nations. So I think home advantage is going to play a crucial factor, and a lot of teams that are going to do a lot of travelling, are going to struggle. So I don't think you're going to get that real shock element. You will get the one match where an 8 to 1 shot beats a favourite. That always happens. But I'm looking at the groups, so I don't think there's a real big outsider you can sort of say that's going to be it. But I think Denmark will go well. I think Ukraine will go well. I don't really like the Netherlands. I think the Netherlands, managed by a manager in Frank de Boer, who was manager at Crystal Palace, lasted 5 games. Useless. And I think tactically, when he gets into a last 16, I think they might struggle. And I think they're a side that might struggle. Obviously, Spain, I thought they would do well. Their squad has been massively affected by COVID, which I think will play a big part in the tournament. I think they but the trouble is they play all 3 of their games in Seville, and this is London, at 24 degrees. Can you imagine what it's like in Seville at 38 degrees? It would be a horror movie.
Yeah, you could get Denmark plus 175 to win their group, and Ukraine plus 430 to win their group right now. Go ahead, Paul.
Two teams I'm curious about, Nigel. Italy and Portugal. I have a feeling that might be two teams that make a bit of a run here. What do you think about those two squads?
Well, the first thing about Italy is a week ago they were 12-1. As we stand now, they've been probably the most bet team over the last 72 hours. They're into 8-1. They are on a 27-match unbeaten run. But when you actually break down and look who they played, they played nobody. You know, they've really played no real world-class opposition. They're the opposite. I think in the season 2021 or 2019, 2020, they played 7 games, won the 7, but really no one was in the top 100 or the top 80 of the FIFA World Ranking. So they haven't really played anyone that we know. The only two teams they have played are Portugal and Holland, which they did all right. But over a 3-year period, I think the statistics are a little bit amiss with them. You know, 27 matches. If you're playing the likes of Liverpool, you're playing the likes of England, you're playing the likes of Brazil, you're playing the likes of Spain. That's impressive. But when you play Latvia, when you play Lithuania, when you play Gibraltar, San Marino, it's not as good as what it actually says. The only other problem with them as well, I think defensively they're going to be very good. They've got a fantastic goalkeeper. They've got a really good centre-back partnership. They're older than me, the centre-back partnership. Chiellini, they've been around for years. But they are rock-solid defence. In attack, Immobile, who is absolutely awesome for Lazio.
Unbelievable.
But he never really does it on the international stage. If you look at his international record, and also I worry about teams that start the competition, because over many years in World Cups and in European Championships, when you start a tournament as a favourite, the pressure is on you to deliver. And not many big teams really deliver. And I think that Italy would rather come in probably on middle of next week on Wednesday when the first 6 or 7 or 8 games have gone on it. But I think there's a bit of pressure on them. But they're playing in Rome. I think they'll be there or thereabouts because the Italian teams have got a good manager, good squad, good midfield, good defence. I think the goal scoring problem would be a problem for them. And with regards to what was the other team you said there?
Portugal.
Well, Portugal, if you look at the spine of the side, if you look at defensively, Ruben Diaz, Fernandes, Ronaldo, Neves, Jota, they probably got the best spine of any team in the tournament on their starting 11. But if they had any injuries to those 2 or 3 key players, which is always a problem, or suspensions, if Ronaldo throwed his toys out the pram and got suspended for a quarter-final, that'll be a problem for them. So I just don't think they have the squad in depth. And I think the squad this time around in these European Championships, obviously each team now has 26 players, more than usually 22, 24, 26 now because of COVID.
Yeah.
I think the squad is going to be more important than ever to be able to cope. And I think if you look at the first 11 that go to the pitch for Portugal, great, brilliant, probably one of the best teams in it. But you look at their bench, I wouldn't really trust the bench. And that's why I think the French are just in a different level to everybody, because their reserve team would probably make the semi-finals. You know, it's that strong. You know, their talent across the board in every position is phenomenal, and I think they're worthy favourites. And even though they're in that group, once they get into knockout football, they're the World Cup winners. They got to the final of the European Championship 4 years ago. They know how to win tournaments, and I think that winning mentality is huge in massive tournament football.
All right, Nigel. Who is starting in the middle of the park for England? I look at the roster they've taken, and I just don't know. I know Henderson's probably holding, but who else do you think is in the middle of the park there?
Well, I don't think Henderson plays.
No?
I don't think he'll play. He's fit enough. I think the England will go cautious. England always go cautious in the first game. Because what happens is nobody wants to lose their first match in tournament football. Yeah. Nobody. You know, you want to. Even if you get a draw, it's not about you don't want to lose. You know, you're behind the 8 ball before you start. I think the first name on the team sheet will be Declan Rice in that midfield role. I think Mason Mount will start, and I think what England will do, I think they'll play 3 centre backs. They'll play 5, and they'll play like a 5 in the midfield and a guy behind Harry Kane. And I think that it depends on Harry Maguire, but I think we'll play Rice. I think we'll play 2 wing backs in Reece James, and I think we'll play Luke Shaw, and then I think we'll play Declan Rice, Mason Mount, and possibly a Grealish or a Foden in that position. And up front, I think we may play. I think he may go for Rashford behind Harry Kane because he's got pace. And over here, he's going to be our next Prime Minister, so we can't let him play.
Yeah, I like that. Do you think, I was kind of curious, I know Maddison was into some shit, but do you agree with him not being taken for the squad at all?
You think about those players in that midfield section. I mean, you think about Foden, he's electric. You think about when he started Maddison, he was fantastic this season. But I think even if he took the shit out of it, it's going to be very hard for him to break into that team because they've really kicked on those Blair players, Sancho as well, Bellingham, 17. I took my boy out last night. He's 17. He doesn't pick up his pants. He doesn't do washing up. He does absolutely fuck all. And he wants 50 quid off me every week. And there's another 17-year-old playing for England in the centre midfield tomorrow. I said, you need to wake up, boy. You need to wake up. But no, I mean, in going forward, England's amongst the best teams in the tournament, if not the best tournament. But defensively, they're vulnerable. The goalkeeper is a big problem. I think England games this tournament, I think the game on Sunday, I think if you bet both teams to score, I think that's the way to play. I think that England games will be very entertaining. We can score 4 goals, but we can very easily concede 2 goals.
Nigel, you talked about teams playing maybe conservatively, and especially in the first game with Italy being the favorite. Is the under the 2.5 potentially the play for Turkey and Italy?
Without a shadow of a doubt, but the thing is, you're not going to get rich betting it. I mean,
True.
I bet it about 3 days ago at minus 133, the under 2.5 in that first game. I think now you're looking at about minus 162.
Yeah.
World Cup European Championships games are going to be tight. I think if you bet that game, if you look at the price and you think you've missed the value, I think bet Italy to win 1-0 or 2-0, or even on a prop, half-time draw, full-time Italy, to enhance the price of Italy. I think the first half will be very cagey, then I think the quality of the Italians will come through eventually. Turkey are a very, very good side, though. They've got goals in them. They've got a lot of goals in them. But I think playing in the first game of a major tournament, you just don't want to go in. I think you'll see that the real Turkey in the second and third game, when they play Wales and Switzerland, when they need to win, I think they'll be involved in very high-scoring games. But I think if you look at the first round as a blanket, if you look at it just completely around, if you bet under 2.5 goals in pretty much every single game, and I'm ruling out England against Croatia, I'm ruling out the Holland against Ukraine. If you bet under 2.5 goals or under 2.25 or even under 2 goals, I don't think you're going to be the wrong side of too many losers. I think the first games in soccer tournaments are always cagey. I think that game will be. I think the first rounds will be pretty dull. I've got a feeling, and I think the tournament will come alive after sort of into early next part of next week, and we'll see some good games. But I think just on the matches I've looked at on Saturday and Friday, they're all the 0-0 detector, which I've got behind me plugging in. I needed to get some new batteries for them because it's buzzing like mad.
Besides the unders, potentially Friday and Saturday. Friday, obviously, there's the one game, but on Saturday, are you looking at anything as far as the sides?
Well, they're very short prices, Tone. They're very they're minus $2, minus $2.50. They're very short prices. I think Denmark against Finland. Some people will tell me the story here, but I think a lot of books over there don't get the market. But to win to nil, it's a market I love. I love to bet to win to nil, and I think Denmark play Finland, and Finland, I mean, they are just all about defence. They're Scandinavian muscle men. They're like world's strongest men type characters. And they're big, so they're going to be energetic. They're strong. They're going to have a big work rate, but technically, or as a goal threat, they're going to offer nothing. And the only person they have in the team who's going to score for Finland is Timo Pukki, who plays for Norwich, who was the top goal scorer from last season in the Championship, and he's back in the Premier League. But Pukki has a ligament injury, and there is rumours that he doesn't play. And if he doesn't play, he is the only goal threat for them at all. And it's an uphill struggle anyway against a very good Danish side. But even if he does play, then what kind of fitness level is he going to be? 50%, 60%? You want to go against Denmark. You want to be at the top end of your game. So I think at even money, Denmark to win to 0, if you can get that, I think that represents the best bet over the weekend, this weekend. So they're minus 225, I think, to win the match. But to win to 0, you can get them even. So, but if you can't get that, maybe 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, Denmark, just have, level stakes, $10, $10, $10 on those 3 correct scores, and you will probably get a nice return. But I think Denmark to win to 0 will be the best bet.
Yeah, you can look at. I was just scrolling through things right here. Finland to score no goals is minus 175. If you want to lay that potentially. So I know you like France. I saw you tweet that if you want to make money, just keep laying down on France. If it wasn't for France, who do you like most besides them?
Well, if it wasn't for France, we would be a bigger country. But if it wasn't for France, I mean, I did like the Spanish. I think the Spanish will surprise us because of I think they're a young team. I think Ferran Torres, the Man City striker, will have a good tournament. I think he'll get goals. He scored a hat-trick against Germany, but obviously they've been hit by this COVID case, which is COVID in the camp, which is a massive concern because if they go into isolation and they've got to play again, how long was the recovery time going to be? And we've seen a lot of teams, it takes them a long time. So I'm worried about that now, big worried about that. Teams I think will do well at big prices. I think Ukraine will surprise many. Okay. Not saying they'll win it. I'm not saying they'll win it, but they could get to the quarterfinals or they could beat someone as the tournament progresses. I think Denmark are obviously a big threat. I think they're quality. But at 100 to 1, they were a great bet. At 28 to 1, they're the right price. Other teams, I mean, really, I think what's going to happen with this tournament is it's going to become a new tournament when we get to the knockout stages. Okay. Once we get rid of everybody and it's the last 16 and we can see the route into the final and where they're going to go and who plays who, then we can really start putting the money down. Because I think at the moment, a lot of the big teams might just sort of stroll through the groups or rest a few players and get into that knockout stage, and then the last game's going to come tactical. But at the moment, I mean, I'm all in on France. Alain Lebleu. I went out with my son yesterday in London, and he made me buy this, and I wanted to buy a French top.
No, it's coming home, Nigel. It's coming home.
I would be in the Tower of London if I had that today.
Hey, we can't thank you enough. Hopefully you'll come back on for the round of 16 so we can talk about it right there. You can follow all of Nigel's plays if you go to premiersportsplays.com, at Prem Sports Plays on Twitter. Nigel is at Seeley_Nigel on Twitter. Hey, who do you like to win the French before I let you out of here?
I've backed Tsitsipas and I've backed Zverev at the very start of the French Open. But the thing is, it's amazing, really. I bet them at the very start of the tournament, Tsitsipas at 5 to 1 and Zverev at 16 to 1. And they're in the semi-finals and they're exactly the same price. How'd you work that out? Because they've got Nadal and Djokovic. I mean, it's what I really want is I sound like the Spice Girls there. What I really want, I want Djokovic and Nadal to play an epic 5-setter.
Yes.
14-12 and Tsitsipas to win in straight sets, and then we'll have it all on Tsitsipas.
Yep. Hey, good luck, Nigel. We appreciate everything. Have a good night.
Take care. All the best, guys. All the best. Have a great one.
It's coming home, Nigel. It's coming home, pal. Come on.
How do you feel?
Everybody's on France. You know what I mean?
It's because they're good.
I know. It's the same with the Brooklyn Nets. I just, I did it when Durant was on the Warriors. I just always hold out hope that it's going to be somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it could be. It absolutely. Hey, welcome in the studio, Nicky Skates.
Atta baby, Nick.
Do you think it's coming home, dude?
Not a chance. England's done. The Habs are done. It's been a fun ride for you, huh?
Hey, guess what? It's just beginning, my friend.
Are the Isles done?
The Isles. The Isles. Yeah, unfortunately, I do think it's going to be a similar scenario to what we saw last year, where the Tampa Bay Lightning wagoned their way to the Cup, and I do think we're going to see a repeat of that series again. They won 6 last year. I expect them to do it again.
Tampa's minus 235 to win the series over the Isles. But more importantly, tonight we got Avs Knights, VGK versus the Avs in VGK.
We said it before. Whoever wins Game 5 is going to win this. It was Vegas. No reason not to take them at home tonight. Minus 138. T-Mobile Arena. Loud and rowdy. There's a boost on Stoner to score.
Is there?
I think it's the Knights. I think it's the Knights.
I know you think it's the Knights. You hate the Avs, dude.
If not tonight.
So I was listening to the show and I heard something interesting. They're like, if you like Boston to win the game last night, don't take them in the game last night. Take them in the series.
Yeah.
Because like right now, if you like Avalanche tonight, they're plus 118 on the game, or you get them in the series plus 250 because that's obviously going to drop. But they're going home for Game 7. You just don't think they have it.
I don't know. It just like outside of Game 1 where they ran up the score, and then Game 5 where they had the lead for 2 periods.
Yeah.
So outside of a game in 2 periods, it feels like Vegas has carried the play in the entire series. They've outshot them.
Yeah.
They've been able to subdue their speed and the superstars that the Avalanche have. They've been able to find ways to beat Grubauer. Not always the prettiest ways, but sometimes they are. Pacioretty had that snipe from the other. And it just like feels like momentum and everything else is saying Vegas. They got the home crowd now that everyone, we've talked about at length. It doesn't matter with the line, but it does matter in these games.
Yeah.
It's mattered throughout the playoffs. You saw what the Coliseum crowd did for the Islanders last night. Saying hammer the Knights.
Okay. See what Mike's apartment has to say. Mike?
Hammer Dahn, boys.
Hammer Dahn.
Did we have a losing night the other night?
We did. We had an absolute quack of a night.
It's okay.
A few days ago.
You can't win them all. What do you like tonight?
Exactly. Tonight, like Nicky Skate said, I like Vegas. I like the over in tonight's game. I like Chandler Stevenson to score in a Vegas win at plus 500. Chandler Stevenson to score over a goal is at plus 390.
Okay, there.
All right, man.
Nichushkin at plus half a goal at 460. And then got a couple MMA picks for you guys.
Are you an MMA guy?
A little bit, yeah. When the main events, the big ones come around.
All right, let's hear it.
I'll throw in a fight night every once in a while.
Rosenstrike's going to
Adesanya
Rosenstrike.
by KO, TKO in round 2 at plus 950.
Round 2, okay.
And my Brazilian brother, Figueiredo, by submission at plus 750.
Thank you, Mike.
Hi, baby, Mike.
Got Figueiredo, plus 750 submission.
Do you see Vitor?
Adesanya round 2, TKO KO.
You see Vitor Belfort's kid committed to Alabama as a quarterback?
No.
Really?
What do you think about the goals?
Good on Saban. Who did he say again? I blacked out there for a second.
Fucking Rosenstrike.
Nichushkin I like. He's a guy who was a big time sniper coming into the league, Russian kid, and he's had a little bit of trouble with former star
Stevenson. Was Stevenson maybe one of them?
Chandler Stevenson. That's tough because he's like by default Vegas' #1 center. He's not a true #1 center, but he's playing up with the big boys.
Yeah.
I'm on the Stoner boost, so I'll probably stay away from Stevenson, but I could see him playing a big role in a game like this. So I could see him scoring.
What is the Stoner boost?
I think it's up to
275, 225.
Yeah.
Oh, Stone man.
I mean, as the night Stone goes,
the Knights
no,
go.
as the Knights go, Stone goes. There it is.
Stone go.
Stone go.
Nick, it does seem as if, since I have become an Avs fan again and have been betting on him, McKinnon hasn't done a single damn thing.
What
They've been doing a good job.
What's been going on?
Fucking Mitty Bush.
Yeah, what the? Am I a hockey mush like a baseball mush? What's going on here?
I don't know. If you are, will you please hammer the Avs tonight?
Well, I mean, I have them in the series because if they win tonight, we're
then we're
going
good.
home and we're winning Game 7, obviously.
Obviously.
But What? I don't know, man. I'm pissed.
No, I think it's like Gumpy and I have been banging this drum for a while. They haven't really faced any adversity all year, and now they got a team that pushes back a little bit and can keep up with them and can dictate pace when they're playing and can kind of ham them up in the neutral zone, not let them skate freely, not let them get right to the front of the net, and they've struggled a little bit.
This Golden Knights team was battle tested, went 7 against the Wild.
They were playing games with 16 skaters because they screwed up their salary cap earlier this year. So they've been through hell and back, and they've kind of rode the wave and persisted all the way through. They fell off a little bit towards the end of the season, but they got it going again in the playoffs.
Fucking Matt's got a chip on his shoulder.
In that first round, struggling in that first round too, I think was like a nice wake-up call for them, whereas Colorado just steamrolled.
And maybe
St. Louis.
the Blues weren't that good.
Potentially.
Unfortunately.
We were just sold a fake bill of goods there.
I think that was also kind of just the coin. But
No.
What?
go Avs, go. Avs in 7 plus 250. Lock it in.
Man, while I have you on the line, can I ask you about tonight's NBA?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Tony? What are you thinking about tonight's NBA?
Well, I'm not going to play. I don't think I'm going to take either. This might be just a watch night.
I'm taking Brooklyn. I'm going to do it. I watched Kevin Durant just pick and choose when he wanted to make shots. It was pretty awesome. So I'm taking Brooklyn tonight, and taking Kevin Durant over 32.5 too.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot more.
It was obviously a Brooklyn or nothing tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I guess the Bucks are going back home, but
Are the Bucks dead? I thought the Bucks were dead.
They're on life support.
Budenholzer ain't fucking rallying the troops, my friend.
They're going in for a fucking massive open heart surgery tonight, and if it doesn't go well,
Then what are we talking about here? We're getting plus money with this insane. I know nothing about the NBA,
Yes.
but I just see plus money with an insane team against a dead team.
you know that you've been betting long enough that when they're a dog and they should not be a dog.
Yeah.
I assume 99% of the money's coming in.
It was very high, my friend.
This is a classic too good to be true scenario, and I take them every time.
That baby Matt.
Well, sometimes
We're on it again. Let's go.
Sometimes sportsbooks like to get a little cute, and this might be one of those situations, Matt, and you're taking advantage of it.
Yeah. And what are you thinking about this Utah Clippers game, though? I was wondering why the Clippers were still at +3 or +5 or whatever it was.
No, they're at 3.
3.5.
They're at 3. Well, they lost game 1.
I think.
Probably should have won game 1. They had the chance to win game 1. Paul George played like shit. Kawhi had an okay game. He didn't have his best game. Conley's still out. I'm going to want to see what they do, though, here in game 2. Because just like when they played the Mavs, you get a little comfortable, and you get comfortable going down 2 games to none. I'm going to see what goes on tonight. What about you, pal?
I would probably take Clippers money line if I was taking it, just because I feel like they don't want to. You can't go down 0-2 back-to-back series. You can't.
I agree.
It will burn you, my friend. But there's also the thinking, like, when bad players have bad or good players have bad games, you always go, "Oh, he's going to bounce back."
Not always the case.
I don't feel that way about Paul George.
No.
There's no guarantees this guy is going to play well at any point.
He had a good fourth quarter, but wasn't enough in game 1. I'm going to see what happens here.
Yeah.
The Jazz, as they proved all season long, same as the Suns, very, very good teams. So we will see. Let's get to some phone calls here. Riley from Nebraska, what do you got?
Yo, what's good? Hammer Dahn.
Hammer Dahn.
Hammer Dahn.
So I have some MMA picks for the UFC, but also the PFL tonight.
The what?
Professional Fighting League. It's like a mid-tier one.
Is that on? Do sports books have those?
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yes, they do. At
Okay.
least mine does.
Okay. Oh, I do. I see it right here. The professional football fighting league.
Wait 1 second. How do you watch this?
It's on ESPN2, ESPN Plus.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. Let's
Arista
go.
Shields,
Who's fighting
greatest woman
Butterbean?
boxer of all time.
Fucking fire him off. Who you got?
Clarissa Shields,
Oh,
greatest
sorry.
boxer of all time.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Her,
You don't think
Clarissa
Brittany?
Shields?
You don't think Brittany Elkin's gonna give her a fucking fight?
No.
Okay. Well,
She's, I think, like a blue belt or a brown belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
She's kind of out of her league.
I hear you. What
That'll
else?
happen
Price is
in
too
the
steep,
PFL.
though.
Okay.
So I would parlay it
Okay.
with the co-main event, Clay Collard.
Okay.
Oh, Clay.
Double C.
He's just also a better fighter than who he's facing.
All right, so we'll take Clarissa and Clay, and we'll fucking parlay that one. And then what else do you got for UFC?
Hopping on with Mike, Adesanya, KO.
Okay.
Vittori is out of his class.
Well, he's Italian,
But
so he's
if you
not
want a
out of his
little
class.
bit better odds, fight will not go to the distance, even money.
Oh, okay.
Even
I like
Steven.
that. Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you, Riley.
Thank you.
Thanks, Riley.
I think that was Lincoln Riley.
PFL.
PFL. First PFL call.
It's good.
By the way, what's the score on the England cricket game?
I've been trying to find it, to be honest. England came out hot. I know
Were
that.
they up 100-5 or something like
I think it
that?
was 154-3, but I feel
Good
like
start, boys.
we still have 4 more days.
Fucking Anball, if you're on the line, give us a fucking ring and give us an update. Dylon, we need a tennis update.
What's happening? How we doing, boys?
Good, you?
Good. We're living. All right. The women's final on Saturday morning. Barbara Krejcikova.
Barb?
Take her big. I'll
Okay.
tell you, that's going to be one of my biggest
Barb
bets
against
of the
Undertaker?
French. We're sitting at 6-2 since calling in, so we're getting into prime form, rolling into Wimbledon. So let's cash this one, and we'll talk next week.
Okay, Dylon, let's go. Corey from Florida, what do you got?
I got some footy picks. First of all, shout out Nikki Skates last night with the Islanders pick.
Shout out Nikki Skates.
Shout
Shout on the
out.
bag.
Shout out, dude.
So for tomorrow, Turkey versus Italy, Immobile to score anytime, plus 155. And then I'm also going to take the handicap draw at +2 at plus 340. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Corey. You like this?
+2?
Yeah. So what, Italy has to go 2-0 or 3-1 or
Yeah.
2-0 is what most likely.
Yeah. I'm sitting on a Italy 1-0 defensive masterclass, probably penalty shot to win 1-0 if I'm no Italy. Like
You think Gattuso buries one?
Gattuso or fucking Pirlo off the bench with a free kick, you know?
No, seriously, what do you think about Immobile?
I mean, like
You
Nigel said, I mean, he struggled on the big stage with the national team, but I mean, the time is now. It's his line to lead, and he's got to do it. So, I mean, he's not going to miss a penalty if they get a penalty.
Oh, look who's on the line. Our Mr. 17K parlay winner, Nathan from Pittsburgh. What's up?
Oh, here we go. Shout out.
No way.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hammer Dahn.
Hammer Dahn. Hey, fucking
baby.
shout out.
I bet.
25 to win 17K. How'd that feel?
Oh my God, it felt great. I was it was crazy because the last thing I needed was the Jazz actually to take care of business.
So you had to
we were sweating a little bit at the end.
You had to sweat the Jazz and the Knights?
You know, the crazy part is like you guys said the other day, I didn't even know. I was watching some baseball games and the Jazz game, and when I looked, they already won, and then I realized that they were actually down 2-0. So
Was there
fortunately, I wasn't sweating.
Was there a cash out option at all? Did you see?
No, not at that point in time. At that point, it was
Yeah,
too late in the
'cause
game.
it was
They were, I think FanDuel was just hoping the Jazz would choke at the end.
Go ahead, Mitt.
Did you have the Jazz just to win, or did you have them like -3? I had a -3. It pushed. It stunk.
I actually had 2 player performance doubles in that, and for that I had Donovan Mitchell 25+ and the Jazz to win or plus money.
Yeah, I saw that. What are you going to buy with your 17K, dude?
I already told my fiance I'm paying her car off, so she's pretty happy about that.
What a guy. What a guy.
Dude.
What
Good
a
karma.
guy.
That's why you hit again. What do you like anything tonight?
One of the things I really love value-wise, honestly, is Blake Griffin for double-double and the Nets to win. He went for 18 points, 14 rebounds in 35 minutes the first game, and then the second game, it was much more of a blowout. So he only played 26 minutes, but he still had 8 rebounds, 7 points. So if you're giving me plus 1060 on that, I think that's very, very juicy. And then some of the first 5 parlays that you guys have really got me into have been awesome.
Hey, Nathan, thank you. Congratulations. Good karma for paying off the fiance's car. I assume that's going to hit tonight. I'm going to take it. Have a great night, okay?
All right, thanks, guys. If you could just check out, too, we do an NFL podcast, me and my buddy, Big Move Bets. So if you give us some love, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, whatever. What Gumpy?
What's that?
Jordan from Oregon, what do you got?
Hey, boys. Hammer Dahn.
Hammer Dahn.
Hey, shout out Nathan, man. That guy's awesome.
Shout out, Nathan.
Dude.
All right, well, we got the NASCAR All-Star race going on this weekend down there in Texas.
Well, Junior's going to win, so I don't need to hear anything else.
Chase Elliott, let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
Chase Elliott? No. The boy that you want to bet on is Kyle Larson at plus 400.
Can't do
He's
it.
got the pole position this weekend.
Jordan.
The last 2 he started first and finished first. In his last 5, he hasn't finished.
You have to.
Can't
do that.
Jordan, we don't bet on Kyle Larson
Yeah,
here.
if you want to, you do it and you don't tell anybody about it.
Okay.
We will not on this show.
We do not
bet
on
Kyle
this show
Larson.
bet on Kyle
Take your
Larson.
blood money somewhere else, pal.
Joey from Delaware, what do you got?
Hey, Taryn, I just really got a question for you, man.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like winners?
I do like, did he say winners? I do like winners.
So can you tell me, with all the research you do, in what world it makes sense to bet on Atlanta this series?
The whole series?
Why you're not hopping on Philadelphia in 5, and why you're not hopping on Philadelphia in 7 with the Nets, in the finals this year?
Oh, so you think the Sixers are going to beat the Nets?
Easily, yeah, I do.
Are you
defensively? Got it all. What do you want?
Are you a Sixers fan?
Maybe a little bit.
Are you a Sixer? This guy sounds like he's standing dead center in Delco right now.
Oh, wait, is this guy who attacked me for saying I didn't like the Sixers?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you call him?
He's actively doing that right
Did
now.
you call him a Pat show the other day and fucking try to spin the Sixers to everybody?
No, not at all.
Then why did I get attacked out of everybody on the show?
Because you picked the
I
Hawks.
just want to know why you're not.
Oh, I did pick the Hawks.
Yeah.
I picked the
on.
Hawks. I picked the Hawks. I picked the Hawks because fucking Embiid had a torn meniscus. I didn't know he was Superman. Was going to be fine and play right through an injury.
He doesn't normally, does he?
No, he does not normally. And the series is 1-1, so let's
Can't
not
put that
fucking
on you,
let's
know?
not murder me yet.
I mean, Sixers beating the Nets is.
Listen,
Don't know about that one.
do I like the Sixers? Yeah. Are they good? Yeah. What have they done in the past to make us think that they're going to fucking not shit the bed? They might not. Just saying. Connor, that's good. On calls, thank you. No, I mean, there's more calls, but don't. Tyler from Michigan, what do you got?
Well, my man stole my thunder with the Blake Griffin double-double in Brooklyn to win.
Okay.
But I got another one.
Okay.
With Reggie Jackson, 15 points in the Clippers to win.
I don't hate that one. What's
I
the
like
parlay
Reggie
odds?
Jackson.
What's the odds?
Parlay
on that?
those together, and you got 62.80.
Ooh.
I like Reggie Jackson.
I'm putting that in right now.
Come on, Clips.
I'm putting that in.
Come on, Clips.
I'm putting that in right now. All right, we got 3 more calls, and we're going to do baseball.
Round the diamond.
Around the diamond. And then we're out of here. Is your name Loveland?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Loveland.
That's my last name. It's better than just being called Sam.
Not Sam.
Huge name.
Sam's fine.
Come on, Sam.
Hey, so I got Utah tonight. I had Donovan Mitchell having 40-plus and the Jazz to just win outright. Won huge on that in the first game. Today I like them 35-plus and Utah to win again. I mean, everyone's talking about the Clippers, talking about how Kawhi is a superstar and stuff. But what we're really seeing is how Donnie Mitchell's a killer, and he's out there to make a point. Utah goes wild during the playoffs, and all I say is we're taking it in 4. There's no way we're losing this. Kawhi and Paul George are bums in the playoffs. Kawhi's all right, but Paul George is a bum. So I'm locking in 35-plus and the Jazz to win.
Thank you, Loveland.
Thanks.
Thank you also for admitting that Kawhi is all right.
Yeah. Guy won a title.
I'm not going to say...
Say it. Whatever you're not going to say, just say it.
Why is everybody so quick to just jump on everybody trying to sweep everybody? Like,
well, that's
let's be honest.
Oh, you mean
here.
like the Habs? They're gonna get swept.
No, they're not.
Yeah, the sweeps.
I will make a wager if you think the Habs will get swept.
What are we talking?
Whatever you would like if you think the Habs will get swept.
I don't honestly think that, but I would love for it to happen. Boy, would I love that.
The Jazz might beat the Clippers, but I don't see a sweep happening.
I also don't see a sweep happening. But they may win tonight. None of us here are rolling that out. Unless Mid is. Mid, are you rolling that out?
No, I'm actually kind of thinking to take the Clippers, but I'm not taking the Clippers. I'm taking the over at 220.5 because I think it's going to be a better offensive game.
Okay.
I can't take the Clippers.
Alex from Connecticut, what do you got?
Hey boys, how you guys doing today?
How you doing, Alex?
Good. I love the show. Love Nigel, but he's not giving any respect to Belgium. I hear he's all about France. I'm on Belgium. I see
Belgique.
FanDuel's not in Connecticut yet, so I'm on a Mickey Mouse book. But I got Belgium at plus 300 to win all their group stage matches, which they're going to beat Russia, they're going to beat Finland. So in my eyes, it's plus 300 for them to beat Denmark, which will be a tough game, but I like that a lot. And also, I know, Gump, I know you're on Italy with a 1-0 win, but Turkey at over half a goal at minus 109 looks really good to me. What do you guys think of that?
Thank you, Alex.
Turkey could get one. I'm on Italy money line and under 3.5, so we could win. Italy could win 2-1.
Have you declared your traitorous intentions
And
yet
the
publicly?
only issue with Belgium having to win all 3 games is if you win your first 2,
You might not
the
have
third
to.
game might not matter.
I am on Turkey. Double chance. I've said
You
it.
better, I mean,
And the under 3.5.
With fucking coach coming to town, you're gonna do this.
Oh,
stab him right in the heart.
Listen.
You take that off.
The Turks, dude.
They are decent. I'll give you that.
Beautiful country. Nigel said, by the way, Nigel was singing Ukraine's praises, by the way. Which
Yeah,
you fucking...
That's fine.
They ain't weak.
He says Ukraine is weak.
Yeah, against the Dutch, they are.
Last call, Caleb from Seattle. Fucking UFC people coming out of the woodwork.
What's up?
What up, Caleb?
Okay. First off, for Gumpy, man, fuck that guy, Jeff.
Shout out.
You should have absolutely fucking buried him more. But anyway.
Shout out, Caleb.
So I think you got to take Israel for decision for sure. I think, and I think Diaz also. You got to take him for submission like round 5 because that man's a fucking zombie. And Leon's never gone 5 rounds.
Okay.
He's plus money to just win that fight in general, isn't he?
Yeah, it's plus 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So
Thank you.
I think you got to take Diaz all day. I mean, like I said, he's a zombie. He's gone the distance too many times. He's too true and tested, and I think he takes Leon 5th round submission. That's big money.
Thank you, Caleb.
Sir.
Fucking Nate the Zombie Diaz.
Look at that. And then you just fucking
pop. Thank you, callers.
In your head.
All right, Gumby, what do you like in MLB tonight?
MLB tonight,
I'm
Tony.
See you, dude.
Goodbye, Nick. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
I have the Giants first 5.
Yeah, I'm on that too. It's
Plus a half.
very worrisome.
Listen, is Scherzer really, really, really good?
Is Scherzer last 7 gone 49 innings and had 66 Ks and only given up 9 earned?
Like I said, is
Yes.
Scherzer really, really, really good?
He has.
But it's the Giants, baby.
I know.
It's the Giants.
I
Listen,
hate this bet. But
if it was money line, I wouldn't take it.
They're plus 120 at plus a half.
Is that what I got it at?
Escofini is last time out, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned.
Listen, tie ball game. 1-1, first 5. It's fine.
Whatever it takes. Let's get there.
We're not saying this. This is more of a value play, I'd say, rather than I think it's going to happen play. If that makes sense.
Could be a Scherzer's due for a stinker play.
Okay. I also have Houston.
Yeah.
First 5 plus a half. Are you on the other side?
No, I'm with you on that one. The Sox cannot beat the Stros, and they certainly, with the way Eduardo Rodriguez has been going.
Yeah.
I mean, I was very surprised to see the Astros plus a half here, Tone.
Oh, and then this is the one where you're on the other side.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm taking Toronto.
Yeah.
First 5 with Ryu.
Yeah.
You're taking
White Sox plus a half.
Plus a half with Keuchel.
I mean, you're going to give me plus a half with the White Sox at home. Ryu gave up 6 earned his last time out. Keuchel last time out.
Bounce back.
Only 1 earned.
For a bounce back
Might
here.
be due for another stinker. I couldn't turn down the White Sox plus a half.
Listen, I'm
with
also
Keuchel
going
through.
against the White Sox versus lefties here.
Yeah?
Which is a bold move.
I mean, Robbie Ray burned us the other night.
I know.
He pitched well against them, so...
Do you got anything else?
Athletics, first 5 money line. Frankie Montas.
Okay.
Last 2, 10 2/3, 3 earned. Minor gave up 5 his last time out. Hasn't been great this year. I used to love him on the Rangers, but... So, yeah.
All right, I got the Giants first 5 plus a half. Houston first 5 plus a half. And Toronto first 5 money line. You have...
All first 5. Giants plus a half. White Sox plus a half. Astros plus a half. Athletics money line.
Let's run through some boosts here before we get out of here. Let's see here. Here, you might like this one, Mitt.
Oh, we got a 3x2?
Nope.
Oh, dang.
Kevin Durant plus 3.5 combined points, rebounds, and assists versus Giannis.
Yeah, they matched up against each other a lot last game, and Kevin Durant hit I think a 3 in his face and just made him look really dumb. I like that one.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to combine for 65 plus points.
I did see that, and I just don't know if Kyrie Irving will score that many points. He usually gets 25-ish. I don't know.
This one would be wild. Rafa to beat the Joker 3 straight sets, 3-0 in the semis. I don't see that happening.
No, that's absurd.
Stoner to score a goal. Nick like that one. Scherzer record 9+ strikeouts and Nationals to win. Maybe. I mean, we're on the other side, but maybe.
Just after 5, please.
Oh, shit. This UFC odds boost. Fucking Bilal Muhammad to win by points.
More of a knockout guy.
Yeah, if it was Bilal Muhammad.
I'm not rooting for points when I'm watching PFL.
Correct.
UFC.
Correct.
No, I'm not rooting for fights. I want to see Rosenstrike.
Give us the Rosenstrike.
Knockouts.
Give us the Rosenstrike.
Knockouts, you know?
We'll be back tomorrow. We won't have the watch along at 9 a.m.
I thought it was at 9. I could have sworn.
The second half will be ending as we are doing this show tomorrow, though.
Maybe.
What?
I guess the game starts at 3, right?
Yeah. You got 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's 3:45. Halftime, that's 4 o'clock. The whole second half will be on while we're here.
Okay.
So we'll have that.
That works. We can have it in here.
Yeah, we'll have it in here.
Okay.
We'll do a show.
Fucking probably see Mobley fucking game winner, 83rd minute.
Can't thank you guys enough. Roll over is at 12:50, I believe.
Hell yeah.
I think so. At Hammer Dahn on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. Tell your friends.
Yes, sir.
We love you. Say it.
Let's go PFL, baby.
No, say it. Tell them you love them.
Say what?
Tell them you love them.
We love you.
We love you.
That was awesome. Felt good.
What, Mitt?
What's he laughing about?
What, Mitt?
Nothing, Tony. Nothing.
Fucking heard you laughing back there, dude. Cackling. Be here tomorrow, 4 o'clock for the second half of Italy and Turkey.
Come on. You better hope, dude.
I might wear my Azzurri jersey.
You fucking better not. You can't.
Well, I mean,
the only way you're allowed to is if it's one of the old school Kappa 3/4 sleeves with the
I do. I have the
turtleneck.
I told you I have the Gattuso, dude.
I can't believe you're
That was
doing
a
this,
fucking
Tony.
bulldog.
I can't believe you're doing this.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hammer.